Guys,
all right, here we go. We're recording this on September 19th on a Wednesday.
The 19th of September.
Wednesday night.
I like it.
I like that Wednesday nights, baby. Wednesday nights, hump day. You got to get through hump day.
How are we feeling about that Thursday night game, guys? Jets and Browns. I mean, that's an ultimate stay away for me. I will never bet either team in my life for the rest of my life.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. I still like what Donald's doing out there. He threw for over 300 yards. You know, he seemed like he was getting better throughout the game. Overall, I didn't like the game plan. I don't know if you remember 2 weeks ago I talked about a rookie quarterback's best friend is a rushing game who can run for 150, 180 yards. I feel like they didn't go to the run all that much in that last game. But the Browns defense is for real. That's a real defense.
They got the fourth best rushing defense in the NFL right now.
Yeah, that's a legitimate defense. I like the Browns in that game. I got to tell you the truth.
-3 at home.
Yeah, I like the Browns in that game. I know it feels like they never win, but they've been like one piece away. You know what I mean? Week 1, one piece away. Week 2. Now we're in week 3. I'm assuming they got this guy Gordon out of there more because of a character issue than he pulled his hamstring at a promotional shoot or something.
Yeah,
I don't really know what was going on there.
They gave him a lot of chances.
They did. And he's got all the talent in the world, that guy. But
sometimes it's just time to go.
Right.
You need maybe you need a new setting. Yeah.
Everybody needs a new setting right now. You're right, Dave. You know, the team needs they need new. That's what they need, because the same old Browns are the ones that lost those 2 games.
Yeah, it don't work, the Browns.
And
they're losing games. They're losing games that they're in. They're in these games. You know what I mean?
They're playing good football.
Yeah, they're playing really good football, just not getting the breaks kind of their way. And you know what? Like they're doing, I think is a good move. When you're not getting the breaks, you got to make a move. You got to do something.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy is an asshole. Maybe he brings things down. No matter how good he is in that wide receiver position, behind the scenes we don't see, he could be a complete jerk off bringing the team down.
Listen, sometimes you need to go into your locker room as a coach or as a captain, and you need to tell the best player on the team to get the fuck out.
I bet the Jets in 2011. I bet the Jets in 2011, when they beat the Patriots, whatever the fuck that was, 2010, 11, 12, they beat the Patriots in that AFC playoff game. Jets were plus 425. I hit big on that game. Ever since then, every time I bet a Jets game, never won. I'm done with the Jets. I'm done with the Browns. I just can't stay away. I cannot bet this game. I just can't.
Let me go with something you said, Billy, real quick, Bill. So what you said about going to the locker throne, personal experience when I first started coaching over at Lincoln High School. So I got there, and the best player on this team, he was good, this kid. He was a good pitcher. He was a good fielder, good hitter. But his attitude was horrible. So he would come work with my pitchers, but I'd be working with my pitchers, and just his attitude brought everybody else's attitude down. You know what I'm saying? It was a ripple effect. So I turned. I said, listen to me. You're no longer a pitcher on this team. Go elsewhere. Then he went elsewhere. He's taking ground balls at third base. And I see what he's doing while the head coach is hitting ground balls with the other guys. I see him, how his attitude is, again, influencing other people. That moment on, I threw him off the team. And I can honestly tell you, and again, it's not a pro level. I understand not collegiate. It's high school, whatever you want to say. That team's chemistry was 1,000 times better without the best players.
Yeah, listen, sometimes talent is not the problem, especially at a professional level. All these guys are fucking talented, man. All of them are talented.
I agree.
It's the things off the field before you get to the stadium, before that whistle blows. That's what makes the difference between the Patriots and the Browns. That's where it happens. It happens in the film room. It happens on Tuesday. It happens on Wednesday. It happens on Thursday. On Sunday, these are all the best 500 athletes in the world. That's what they are. It's not about athletic ability at this point. It's what you put in leading up to that moment. And
100%, I agree.
The guy couldn't stop smoking weed how many times?
7.
How many times?
7.
You know, he just keeps smoking pot.
7.
Smoking pot. And listen, I got nothing against pot. They should let NFL players smoke pot. But they don't.
Speaking about that, New Jersey is about to recreationalize
Yeah.
marijuana, is it not?
Yeah.
That's about to go in.
Absolutely.
It's about to go in like 19, if I'm right.
Yeah. You know what? The Jersey, they see what's going on, bro. They're
it's a business.
Why is weed illegal? Why is gambling illegal? We're gonna make it good, so we're gonna benefit off this. Why shouldn't we?
But Dave, you got to realize that New Jersey is bankrupt. Like their entire government is like literally bankrupt. Like they're taking money from everywhere just to pay the bus drivers to drive the buses. So what happened was they sat in a room and they said, "Where are we gonna get some money from? Let's get involved in some illicit activities. Let's legalize some drugs."
Ridiculously illicit activities.
But they are illicit, right?
No,
Gambling
I don't know about
and drug use have always been illicit. That's what they are.
Well, let me ask you. Gambling was illicit, but it's only good in Las Vegas. It's only good in Atlantic City. Like, come on. Like, that was just like
money.
I understand.
It's all money.
But, yeah, it is. And listen, the worst of the two, if you were to give me, gambling's way worse than weed. It's not even a question. That has a lot to do with the mob and shit too, man. 100%. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I don't care what anybody says. You could say it's not the mob era, but listen, they were making money on that stuff. They're the reason. They're part of a reason why it wasn't around.
Bugsy Siegel invented the strip. I mean, that was a great idea, wasn't it? The strip that worked out pretty good, didn't it? The Flamingo?
Oasis in the middle of the desert, man.
How about the Flamingo?
Middle of the desert.
Not a bad idea, huh?
You put an oasis right in the middle of the desert. How can you go wrong?
It was a great move. It was an absolute great move.
And then he almost did it in Cuba. And then the whole fucking Fidel Castro thing kind of got in the way, you know?
He could step in there, Fidel, you know?
He had it going, too. They still have all those hotels that Bugsy Siegel and his boys built out there.
Did they really?
Yeah. They just never, used.
What, is Castro take him? He just makes money off them?
They don't really use them. They're just there.
They didn't really get him set up because once they tried setting him up and shit, the other government, ran in and whatever and overran the other government. So they're just kind of just chilling there. But how about the Flamingo? Still there. Not bad, right?
Still there. Still hanging on, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So listen, as far as that goes, I'm going Browns. I'll actually bet on that game.
Wow.
I'm getting my dick kicked in already this season. This last week, I think I only lost one game, but overall I just been getting my.
So only lost one game.
Yeah, but
doing good.
Yeah, but I just getting my dick kicked in overall. I'm putting the $25 on the wins and then the $200 on the loss.
Yeah,
you know, it's just,
I know what you mean.
That hurts.
You know, you win 3 in a row, you're up. You win 3 in a row, you're up 75. You're like, let me throw 250 on this game right here.
Right.
I'm hot.
And then I'll tell you what, next week you start with the 250, you're losing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I don't know.
Let me ask you about a game here. The Colts and the Eagles, I was thinking about.
Too
I
obvious.
like the Colts.
I like the Colts too. When I first looked at the game, I said Eagles -7. I'm all over that. They're going to win the game by at least 10 points. 7, 6.5 now. Started out at 7, now down to 6.5. I first looked at it. I said Eagles definitely. Carson Wentz is back. This is going to be a good game.
I like the Colts, man.
The Eagles are better, but then I said no, too obvious. The Colts.
I'll tell you this. Andrew Luck's getting a little bit better each week. He's coming back now.
And it's Carson Wentz's first game back. He's going to be a little rusty. There's going to be a rust factor. Is Jay playing? Is he not playing? Speaking of the next game, a game I really want to talk to you guys about is what I could think it could be a playoff, 2 playoff teams, Chargers and Rams. Rams are favored by 7. The number has held steady since Monday morning. I like the Chargers in this game. I think they have a good defense. We know they have weapons on offense. I'm a big Rams fan in general. I think they're going to be a good team this year. But in this matchup, I think the Chargers could keep it close and maybe win the game. They have a good defense.
I'm going to go with what Billy said, I believe, last week. They just never follow through, the Chargers.
Yeah.
They just don't follow through. You can put up whatever numbers you want. They never follow through. Like, I don't think they're going to beat the Rams. I do not think they're going to beat them. I don't think they're going to do anything. They're going to put up great numbers, and they're just going to fall short. That's what they are. That's what their legacy is, falling short.
It's a new year. It's a new day. You know, they have their new rookie, their first round draft pick, Derwin James. This guy's a stud. This guy's an absolute beast from Florida State. He's like 6'5", 240, safety. He could play 20 yards down from the line of scrimmage, or he could blitz too. They blitz him a lot on third downs. I really think they have a really good defense.
He gets his head across the ball up on the run, too. He gets himself right involved in the run. Yeah, listen, the Chargers do have a good defense, and they have a good offense. You're looking at some fucking 1997, 98 Rams right now, though, the way these guys are putting up points, man.
Yeah.
They're good.
And you know what? You have zero home field advantage here.
Right.
You live in the West Coast. Neither of these teams have any fans. I mean,
right. No, for sure.
What the hell's going on
out
there?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the Rams are technically at home, but it's not really
there's no home field advantage.
And plus,
7 seems like a lot. 7 seems like a lot because the Chargers can score. But both teams' defenses are really hard. What's the over/under in that game? Can somebody give me that? I think that's where my money goes on the under in that game because it's probably 40 or higher.
That's definitely higher
than 40. But
you
might be in like
I don't
a 44.
like Goff in the red zone though. I like the Rams offense. I like McVay. Goff in the red zone. He could turn the ball over. He does throw interceptions.
You know what you do in the red zone? You know what you do in the red zone?
Run it, yeah, of course, run
it. Girly.
No, for sure, bro. But the Rams, they're so aggressive that they will run it, no question. But sometimes they'll throw it too because they want to be aggressive. They don't want to just go for the predictable play.
They do the opposite of what Pete Carroll did in the Super Bowl.
Billy, over under is 48.
Yeah, give me that under. Give me that under. I bet everybody's on that over. 2 high-scoring possible teams. Give me that under.
They've got a good defense, though, man.
They do.
Really
they do.
Defense.
They do. Give me that under, man. So do the Rams, bro. That Rams front 7 is crazy. It's crazy. They're killing people, man. Nobody can score on them right now.
I love the Rams defense.
I like the Rams defense equally, if not more than I like the Rams offense, because I'm also not sold on Jared Goff all the way.
And the Rams secondary is ridiculous too.
The entire defense is ridiculous.
Goff.
Whatever the fuck.
Goff.
Bro, Wade Phillips is chilling out in LA, bro. He's look at him on the sideline during the game. So calm, so chill. He's just not worried about anything.
Well, Wade Phillips is an amazing, legendary, all-time great defensive coordinator. As a Cowboy fan, horrible head coach.
Not a head coach. Not a head coach.
Not a head coach. It doesn't always
Some
transfer.
guys aren't head coaches. Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't always transfer.
It doesn't. It's a different ballgame. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, that 48, that under-over kind of stuck at 48. It was 40. It opened at 48, so it really hasn't moved.
Give me that under.
Again, it could have changed, but
it's going to be close. It's going to be close.
It'll be around there. Yeah, it'll definitely be around there.
But I'll take that under. You know what I mean? You get yourself a 17-24 game right there.
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely see that without a doubt.
24-23, 24-21.
The Chargers miss a 17-yard field goal at the end of the game.
A lot of missed field goals this year. A lot of missed field goals this year around the NFL. A lot of big missed field goals.
What do you guys think of Seattle at Dallas?
Dallas. I think Seattle's terrible.
I mean, they're in Seattle. You think Dallas?
I think Seattle's terrible. I don't think Dallas is very good.
I agree, too. Seattle just looks garbage.
I just hate Pete Carroll. I've always hated Pete Carroll. I continue to hate Pete Carroll.
He's a dick.
Yeah,
he is a dick.
No love lost for that man. I don't like anything he does. I don't like the way he runs his teams. I don't like the way he ran USC. I don't like the way he ran from USC.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, he didn't know anybody was taking money, right?
He knew nothing. He didn't know anything. It was all the players. Take Reggie Bush's Heisman away. Reggie Bush, give him your Heisman. Send him down the elevator. They
took his face off the photos and stuff, Reggie Bush?
Yeah.
Like they deleted him. They deleted him from the history.
What's his name?
Delete.
They gave it to the quarterback.
Vince Young. No.
Vince Young, right?
Liner.
Was it Vince Young?
Yeah, I believe it was Vince Young. Got the Heisman because of that.
Another asshole right there.
Oh, Vince Young?
Yeah. I wouldn't accept it.
You know, I mean, listen, if you go back to that national championship game, Vince Young was the best player in the country.
Dougal knows I know about that national championship game, right, Dougal?
I had Texas in that game.
Oh, God. I had USC.
Well, you knew that game was over on the first drive when Reggie Bush ran out of bounds when the guy came to hit him.
Yeah, he didn't want to get hit. He stayed in bounds all season. The championship game, he's running out of bounds every time.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they brought in, what was that other running back's name? He actually had a good game. Lindell? Was it Lindell?
Lindell
White.
White.
What's that guy's name?
Lindell White.
White. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he actually had a good game because he wanted to run. He was trying to play for a draft spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he had a nice little
it worked out
with
for him.
Tennessee. Yeah, he played with Tennessee for a few years.
Vince Young, USC decided to go play man. They spied a linebacker on him, and they had this white guy, number 45, spying Vince Young the entire game.
Running like a 5.5 40.
There was a point where we decided that every time Vince Young breaks a tackle, we're going to take a shot. But he had to break the tackle of number 45.
Who was white?
We stopped counting at 17 tackles, where he had a full on shot at the guy.
There is no Heisman Trophy winner for 2005.
Vacated.
Nobody.
We should vacate that. Never happened.
It just says vacated.
The year never happened.
Rumor. Never happened.
The year never happened. Would you check Snopes?
Wikipedia, baby.
Yeah, that's reliable.
Who's fucking with this? Come on. Somebody happens to be fucking with the 2005.
I don't know. I think it has Chris Budd as a notable Bay Ridge resident on Wikipedia.
No, it doesn't. It keeps changing it back. If you change it, it makes him a scientist, some famous scientist, Chris Budd. No matter how many times you change it to a noted Bay Ridge resident, they change it mad quick.
So, I personally want to talk about a game. I want to talk about the Jaguars right now.
Jags, baby.
Out of all the 2-0 teams, they're the ones that seem to be the real deal to me. I know it's still very early in the year, but these guys were up 2 scores against the Patriots last year in the AFC Championship game. And they made a fatal mistake. They started taking knees before the half. They started running the ball. They stopped throwing the ball. They went away from the aggressive play. Now, they got another shot at the Patriots this weekend. And when they played them, when they went up, they just kept throwing the ball and throwing the ball and throwing the ball. And Blake Bortles beat Tom Brady this week. That's what actually happened.
Say that again. I want to hear that
again. Blake Bortles beat Tom Brady this week. That actually happened.
Yeah. Listen, but throughout the past 5 years, their regular season, the Jaguars always play the Patriots well.
That's because they have a really good defensive line.
The Jaguars are
Tom
good.
Brady he does not like to get hit.
Brady. Yeah, they beat up Tom Brady.
He does not like to get hit.
And there was no protecting him because there were no flags. Everything was legit. It looked good. I watched the game. You know, they put their hands on him. It is what it is. There were no stupid flags. I was glad the officials didn't throw anything.
The Jaguars are a real deal team. I mean, that defense is ridiculous.
Real deal, absolutely.
A lot of people, they were 20-1 to win the Super Bowl before the season. And everyone I talked to was saying, oh, Blake Bortles. He doesn't have to do everything. It's like when you go to the gym. You don't have to bench 400 pounds. You just do what you can do. Let the defense
You also don't have to do
heavy
biceps
lifting.
6 days a week. You don't have to do biceps 6 days a week. You got to rotate the body parts.
Let the
defense. You got to get the pump.
Jalen Ramsey, AJ Bouye, that defensive line. You got Miles Jack at fucking linebacker. What else do you want? The defense
Not now,
is ridiculous.
Chief. I'm in the fucking zone.
I'm in the zone.
Not now, Chief. I'm in the fucking zone.
You see what Gruden said when asked about his defense? He was like, yeah, it's really hard to find a good pass rusher.
Wait, did you say Gruden? Did you say Gruden?
Yeah.
Asshole.
Gruden's grinders.
Asshole.
Gruden's grinders. Hey, John Gruden.
I got no more use for this guy.
Nobody's got used to that guy. He's fucking done, that guy.
Bum.
He's dumb. He's done. He was bad in the booth. He's bad on the field. Go home. It's over, you know?
It's terrible.
It's terrible. All around terrible. The sport's not for you. I'm sorry. It's over.
Listen, once he let Mac go, I mean...
No, you can't. That guy, he has as many sacks right now as the entire Raiders.
Let him just pay whatever he wants, man. Just pay him.
Pay that guy. That guy's ridiculous. But the first game in the first half, he had a sack, an interception, return for a touchdown, fumble recovery, fumble cause. It was like ridiculous.
Speaking about pay the man, what's going on with Le'Veon Bell? He's just not playing football this year. I mean, I don't.
And now Antonio Brown's not playing anymore. Apparently.
What was that fight on the sideline? What happened there? Anybody know?
Antonio Brown didn't show up now to the meeting.
Why?
I don't know. There's a whole thing going on.
It was a personal matter, they're saying.
That's what actually they listed it as, something like personal. I read an article on it, and they said it was nothing it was nothing against the team. It was a personal matter with Antonio Brown. Because then he posted, I don't know exactly what happened, but he posted something on Twitter. Trade me. Let's see how that goes, or something like that.
Well, let's be honest. Let's be honest. The Steelers are not good, okay? Big Ben is about to fucking fall apart like a fucking $20 suit. Le'Veon Bell's not there.
Stop working.
Their defense is horrible, okay?
Horrible.
And you got Mike Tomlin trying to rile them up in the fucking locker room. No. Enough with these speeches about believing it. No. No one's believing it anymore. It's over.
They're missing Shazier terribly.
Right.
Terribly.
Heart and soul of the defense.
I think it's time to get depressed.
It's time to rebuild. It's over.
No. I think it's time to talk about the New York Football Giants.
At Houston -6. I mean, to be honest with you, when I first looked at this game, I liked the Texans. I'm all over the Texans. They're 0-2. This is their first home game. Give me Houston. I'm going opposite on this. The Giants look so horrible. Their offensive line was terrible. They look like shit. Their coach with
You like the Giants to bounce back here.
Give me Giants +6. Long story short.
Taking the points.
Yeah.
Dave?
Yeah, you can't bet the Giants. I bet the Texans. Listen, I'm a Giant fan. You can't bet these guys. They're horrendous.
I'm going opposite.
It was literally hard to watch the game. Like, difficult.
I think that the Giants are just bad. I think they're just a bad football team. And if you could indulge me for a second, I was hoping one of you guys could guess where I got this from. All right? Pay attention. Wait, hold on. I had to reload it up here.
Don't worry, bro.
What you guys do?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Street Fighter.
You guys know what that was?
I mean, I have something in mind, but I don't really want to throw it out there.
That was Eli Manning last game.
All right, I was thinking something else.
That was Eli Manning last game. You know what Eric Flowers was saying? Look out! Yeah, that was it.
He didn't block. He just said, at least he did that. I don't even know if he said look out. I think
he actually had a better game this week because they put him on that pass rusher on Dallas, was pretty good. What's his name? Lawrence. One-on-one a couple times. They isolated, and he did hold him down. But, you know, as a system, as a team, they're not clicking. It's not working.
Well, I'll tell you Eric Flowers' first problem. He spelled his name E-R-E-C-K.
That's not his fault. He didn't spell his own name. He didn't give himself his own name. So
right, he didn't do that.
All right. You're right. He was destined to be an asshole then.
You know what I actually was thinking about? You remember Anferneeee Hardaway?
Yeah.
Anferneeee Hardaway. Yes, you're right.
So, do you think what happened there was, you know, in some cultures, people are more prone to say things like mouth and teeth and breath. Do you think, like, that's what happened at the hospital? Like, they were like, what would you like to name your son? And she's like, Anferneeee. And she really meant Anthony, but what she had said was Anferneeee.
Anferneeee.
So the nurse was like, oh, okay, Anferneeee. No problem.
And in defense of this nurse, she probably repeated it back. It was like, oh, Anferneeee? She's like, yeah, Anferneeee. All right, it's in.
Anferneeee.
It's in. You may be right with that. That is excellent.
How could you possibly intentionally name someone Anferneeee?
Anferneeee. That is a mistake in spelling. And they just kept it, right? Because it's probably a huge process to get the birth certificate changed, right?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like when they come in from Ellis Island and they spell your name wrong.
That's it. It's over.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? I know a guy whose name is Tommy, and on his birth certificate, the hospital spelled it wrong.
I got a guy.
And they spelled it Tommy. Tomny.
Well, that works if he's from New York. I mean, that's still good.
Well,
I'll take that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tommy now has 2 full identities.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's not blow up Tommy's spot here. We don't want to blow up Tommy's spot.
Oh, we talking about Tommy or Tommy?
Whoever it is. We don't want to blow up spots here.
No, that's pretty cool.
I mean,
what does it say on his driver's license?
Which one?
That's what I'm saying. He has multiple identities. 2 passports, 2 IDs.
Right there.
And you gotta use that if you have that.
Oh, you gotta use that. Are you kidding me? I'll tell you what. Where I work, there's these 2 twins, right? They're like 13 years old.
Larry and Danny.
Bro, when we stop them, they could say whatever they want. Like, we don't know which is which, who's who. You have no idea, bro.
Wait, how old are they?
So cool. Like 14, something like that.
So, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Why are you harassing 14-year-old kids, man?
You don't want me to get into why I harass these kids, right? It's not harassment, first of all, right?
They were buying cigarettes at the store.
Yeah. Wow.
Selling Lucy's, huh? Like Eric Garner?
Wow.
Is that what's going on?
Guys, the problematic light just went on.
Woo! It just got hot in here.
Anyway, moving right along here. Baltimore -5 versus Denver. I watched that whole Denver-Oakland game like 3 times. I still don't understand how the Denver won that game. Oakland was up by like 12 points in the 4th quarter. I like Baltimore in this game to bounce back off that game against Cincinnati, but it just seems a little too easy. I mean, Case Keenum's bad quarterback for Denver.
What's the deal?
Denver on the road. I never liked Denver on the road.
I don't know what either team really is yet. It's
Baltimore's
very early in the year, and they're both very confusing. They're both very confusing teams. Like, they have these flashes where they can do anything they want, and then there's other times where it's like, God, are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Denver, they're not good away from home generally, and they had some injuries on that defense. Like Chris Harris went out the game. I mean, you got Von Miller, but who else is left on that defense?
They also lost Talib Kweli. They don't have him anymore.
Most Def.
Talib Kweli.
Black Star. They don't have that no more.
Yo, Bill, you remember
They're not rocking out with that.
Remember like in like 2002 when that fucking Talib Kweli album came out, we were listening to it in your car. We were like, oh, we were so
Gangstar.
No, it was Talib Kweli.
Okay.
No, it was Most Def actually. It was Most Def, and like we were so pumped for it. In like 2002, we put it in. It was a CD. We throw it in there, and it was like rock rap, man, like drums and shit. We're like, this is fucking horrible. We were looking for like straight up rap, and it was like, nah. It was like heavy metal.
We went
like, what the fuck?
We immediately pulled that out and went right back to the Shine Poe album. We went to the Shine Poe album.
Oh, what an album.
We were so excited for that, though. It was like, yo, Most Def, yes. It's like, all right, they're playing like fucking Metallica.
Let me ask you, was that the same crossover time as Jay-Z Linkin Park? Is that what they were going for?
Before that.
Yeah,
that was before that. But even that, what was that? I mean, that wasn't any good. That was...
It was alright. Come on, it was
you're one of those guys, though. You kind of like all that weird, trendy shit that sucks. It seems really cool for like an hour or two, and then when you look back on what you actually were doing with your life, you're like, wow, I really fucked that one up.
I don't think the Jay-Z Linkin Park mix was that bad.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't great. It wasn't like a fucking epic album, but
you could hang that poster right up. You could hang that poster right up next to your Limp Bizkit poster in your bedroom right now.
The Run DMC, fucking Aerosmith shit, like Walk This Way. Okay, that was it. You're done after that. You're not doing that again. That was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
I agree. That was. I understand what you're saying, especially in that era. But it is what it is. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that guy Shine got the raw deal, bro. he like did that bid for fucking Diddy, got out, and they were like, yeah, you're deported now. And
go back to Belize, but he couldn't go back to Belize because he's the illegitimate child of the king of Belize or the president of Belize.
Yeah, so, he's a prince.
So his family he was a prince shunned. Anyway, so fuck him.
No, he was shunned.
Was he shunned?
Shunned. He's never allowed to return. That's why he lives in France. That was the only country that was willing to take him. Yeah.
Oof. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. He made like that song from In Jail.
Yes, he did. Did he really make that over like the telephone?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was tough. I'll be honest, I like Shine. That was mad tough to listen to. Though.
Recording quality wasn't great, but I mean,
no, it was similar to our sound quality.
Very similar to yes, you're right.
Similar to our first podcast, but now since we're getting famous now, I mean, it's a little different. We have sponsors now. Almost, we're in talks with sponsors. We're in talks with sponsors. 3. I'll say one of them. I'll let one of them go, but I'm not gonna do the other 2 just for. Well, actually, if I say 1, I might as well say 3 because the other 2 might get upset. You know what? We have 3. Let's just say that we have 3.
We're not dropping names.
Okay, Cash App.
Ooh, I like Cash App. Big fan of Cash App.
Cash App. Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's subs and sandwiches.
Absolutely. And Nike.
Wow. I'll tell you what. You thought it takes guts to make that Colin Kaepernick ad?
We're in favor of Nike. We're in favor. We're supporters of Nike. Okay. We're on board with Nike.
If you thought that took guts, think about how much guts it takes to sponsor us.
Nike, we're on board. We love your last commercials that you made with Colin Kaepernick. We are on board with that. Okay, I just bought a pair of Nikes. That made me want to buy Nike more.
Of course, it's dead serious. I walk into work. I had a Nike dry fit shirt on, and a guy at work with he's like, "You really wearing Nike?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm wearing Nike." Like, I don't really give a shit about the promotion. I paid like $25 for this. I'm not getting rid of it.
Can I ask you a question?
It's one of my 6 shirts in rotation that I do.
Can I ask you a question about that guy? Can I ask you a question about that guy?
I got a guy.
How many civilian complaints does that guy have?
I don't know. I don't know offhand. I do not know that.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I bet you he's got quite a few.
But it was like I'm like I don't care about it. Even if I was against Nike's thing, I bought this shirt. I paid $25 at least for it. I'm wearing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good shirt.
Yeah, I'm wearing it. I'm not wearing this. I paid my hard-earned money, and it's in my shirt rotation.
Here's the thing. So Nike stock is already past what it was prior to that. They're selling more product, so their commercial worked. Okay, whether you believe in what the commercial, that was an awesome commercial.
It was a good commercial. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I mean? Whether you believe in what Colin Kaepernick did was a sacrifice, or he was upset because he didn't get playing time, whatever you want to call it, that was a really well done commercial. And
I actually started buying more Nike after the commercial.
I think people are getting sick of this pussy boycott shit. Like, oh, you said something I don't like, I'm boycotting your company. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck, dude.
I don't. I really don't. I'll be honest, there's only one company I ever boycotted in my life and I still will never buy. First of all, I wouldn't have bought them beforehand. Second of all, I will not buy them after. Even if they came out with the coolest shit ever.
The Armstrong bicycle guy.
Skechers.
Oh.
Because, because you remember, Phil, you met Chris Howell.
I remember that story.
You met my friend Chris Howell, Dougal?
Yeah, from Tennessee.
Yes, from Tennessee. So this kid, he's a good kid, man. He starts a clothing company just like a Nike, but a very small
He's not Nike.
area of like.
He don't have Kaepernick.
No, he's not Nike. Okay? He's not. Yeah, he's not up there. Very, very small.
I like
and
it.
It's the same, dry fit material sports shirt. And what happened was his fiance, while in the car with him, after he proposed, they got in a car accident. She died. Okay.
Okay. So this is going a little different direction here. A little morbid, but okay.
So he makes this company, and it's a athletic clothing company, and it has an S on it, right?
All the money goes to her family.
No, all the money doesn't go to her family.
Oh.
I'm sure a portion did, but
2%.
There's an S, right? And on the S, he has like a piece of the S cut out. And that was in memory of Joanne, his fiance who passed away. Okay, so his company's going good. He actually sent me a few shirts. This was years ago. He sent me a few shirts, and they were nice shirts. I still have one to this day. And he goes, and he's at like a NASCAR race, right? And he takes a picture with Lindsay Lohan, and it hits the internet. So he gets a letter from Skechers, because it has an S on it. You have to remove and change your logo, yada, yada, all this legal mumbo jumbo. He writes them back and explains the entire situation. He is not infringing. He's not trying to copy Skechers, anything like that. He explains the piece missing. They say, we will see you in court if you don't have it done in 30 days. And he has to change it. He still does his company, but, you know, I'm not saying it's going to make your company fall through, but does that really damage you? Chris Howell in fucking Tennessee from Georgia is really hurting Skechers?
No,
with a company.
So Chris Howell should have walked into the CEO's office and said, "That's what should have happened right there."
Do you remember when Spike TV came out and the Spike Lee was like, "No, you're not naming your TV station Spike TV. That's my name. No one else can use that."
Did he really say that?
What's Spike?
Spike TV.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I swear to you, I'm never like the whole protest and shit. Like people could say what they want. I don't give a fuck, bro. It don't make a difference to me. But that right there, maybe because I know him too, it hurt. But just hearing that story, I'm like, bro, it doesn't affect you, Skechers. Like, this guy is not taking your chunk. You know what I'm saying?
You know how many? But you know what's the sad part about that is how many stories there probably are just like that throughout 100%. Corporate America. You know what I mean?
100%.
These guys don't.
They could stop on the little guy. They could stop him. They could stop him. There's no defense. You think he's going to go to court against Skechers? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I mean, he could have tried to pull boy. He could have tried to pull on the hearts of the judge. You know what I mean?
You know what he should have done? I'll tell you what he should have done. He should have called his Brooklyn friends to go into Skechers to handle the situation. Billy, would we have handled it?
Oh, absolutely.
You need someone to handle it?
Give us one call.
You need someone to handle it?
I got somebody for that. I got a guy. I got
along to New England, -7 at Detroit. That's the Sunday night game. How are we feeling about that game? I don't really have a pulse on it. I'm taking the Patriots, if anything, but I mean, it's Belichick's assistant, that fat guy.
What game are we talking about here?
The Patriots -7 at the Lions Sunday night. It's the Patriots against the fat Matt Patricia, Matt Pasta Eater from that was an assistant coach of the Patriots.
Suck.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're terrible.
Why is that only 7? Since when are they not getting 14, 22 point spreads?
Hey, Bill, remember the 250 we were talking about?
Yeah.
Put it on the Patriots, baby. Put it on the Patriots.
Yeah.
This is it. Right. This is the game. Put that on the Patriots. We'll talk about your winnings next week.
Listen, this Matt Patricia experiment is going to go just like every other Bill Belichick assistant experiment goes to. These guys.
Well, I'm here to tell you that you're probably going to find out as you go out there, you're not going to amount to just stop.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, none of them, they all
Bingo,
sucked.
on point.
They've all sucked. I mean, fucking Charlie White, fucking Romeo Crennel, J.T. McDaniels.
Man genius. The man
genius. Man China.
Terrible.
That guy.
Terrible. I don't know.
He was
not
for
me.
He was a fucking
suck. You guys mind if I change up topic real quick? I'm gonna go to the Yankees here with this guy Luke Voigt. This guy's mad good.
Why are we still going? Why are people still even mentioning Greg Bird's name? Like, are we over this guy yet, or what?
Luke Voigt. This guy is so good.
But is this like a Chad Curtis, Shane Spencer thing?
I don't know, but hopefully it can keep going because I mean, it's 2 home runs tonight.
Is this more like a Daniel Murphy thing?
He's doing really good with Chicago right now. Murphy's doing great with the Cubs.
He's a net negative. He's a net negative.
His WAR is -2.5.
I don't even know what those sabermetrics are anymore. I'm sorry.
It's tough to sabermetrics.
I don't really get it. Like, you know,
exit velo.
I understand the batting. Stop with the exit velo. I don't want to hear that word anymore. It makes me not even be able to watch the game. Exit velo. Exit velo. What's the other one? They got another one now, too. They say something else all the time.
I got one thing to say about Greg Bird, Bill. SAWFT. So That's a bitch. Come on, play. My leg hurts. My ankle hurts. Fuck you. Go and play. Someone's going to take your spot. You're fucking...
Hey, Dougal, real quick. Dallas Keuchel, did he play?
Yes. I was at an establishment earlier tonight, and I was watching the Houston game against Seattle Wednesday night, and Keuchel throws a pitch, and about the 6th or 7th inning, he gets beamed right in the head. Solid line drive. No bounce. Came right back at him. He kind of like ducked a little bit, tried to catch it, hit him right in the back of the head. The guy didn't miss a step. He just like kept going.
You want to know why?
Didn't come out of the game.
He's not soft. He's not soft.
Well, what about the game? The trainer came out. The manager came out. The trainer looked at him for a second. He's like, "Nah, I'm good." He did not.
You guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk like about guys who aren't soft?
He didn't even have to walk it off. He just stood there. He's like, "Nah, I'm good." He kept going.
Kurt Schilling.
Blood on the bloody sock.
That was ketchup.
Blood on the sock.
That was
Let me tell you about the bloody sock. Well, I was at that game, first of all. Second of all, well, it was a win-win for him. If he pitches bad, it's because of his ketchup-covered sock. If he pitches good, he's a hero because he has a blood-covered sock, bro. It was such a bullshit, cop-out, win-win situation for Kurt Schilling there. Bro, screw that guy. Screw that situation. That was bullshit. Anybody could have pitched in that. Bro, fuck that guy. I can't say it any other way. Fuck Kurt Schilling.
He's a dick.
What are you? He is a dick. You ever hear him on the radio?
He was rated like the most hated professional athlete. Bro, he's so hated. That guy's a piece of shit.
Well, you're saying more people hate him than John Rocker?
Well, let me say something to Kurt Schilling real quick.
I don't know.
This is a shout out to Kurt Schilling, right? This is a shout out to Kurt Schilling. Asshole.
Appropriate. Bro, Billy, you gonna really tell me? Bro, it was a win-win in that situation, bro.
You've never played with a bloody sock.
It was ketchup.
Don't tell me what I played with, bro.
You can't even smell beef with a broken nose, homeboy.
Bro, don't even start. Don't even compare. Fuck that guy. Listen, he's a great pitcher. I'm not gonna take anything away from his professional career. Great pitcher. But he's a fucking asshole.
He'll rock you in the face, stab your brain with your nose bone.
Speaking about ketchup.
Ketchup's disgusting.
Right. But speaking about ketchup, speaking about Heinz, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at Tampa on Monday night. Tampa -1. I'm on this Tampa bandwagon. Give me Tampa in this. I am riding this Tampa bandwagon.
So you're going to ride the Fitzpatrick.
As long as it goes. As long as it goes. Yeah, why not?
And how about Deshaun Jackson? Deshaun Jackson, too.
Bring it.
He's still got the big playability. I'm sure all the Giant fans remember against the Giants that punt return. That was a tough one. McNabb brought them back from 21 down. They punted the ball with no time left on the clock.
How's McNabb doing?
I don't know.
Who knows? Give me Tampa in this game. This game started out as -2.5. It's now down to 1 for Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh started off -2.5. Now Pittsburgh's -1 in Tampa.
Where's the game?
In Tampa.
In Tampa? Again, you don't have a big home field advantage there. Nobody cares about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Still,
they're hot.
Shit before the game.
Pittsburgh sucks. They don't have anyone who can cover Mike Evans. I'll tell you that right now.
Mike Evans
don't have
good.
anyone who can cover Mike Evans.
Mike Evans would be awesome in Expo.
Awesome, yeah, he'd be pretty good in that rough touch football game.
Bro, if you put him in the Expo League, bro, woof, I'd be mad good at quarterback. Any division. It doesn't even matter. They could have a 2 Mississippi rush, and I'd be awesome.
Bill, you don't believe in Artie Burns at corner?
None of those guys are stopping Mike Evans. I don't care how many guys they put over there. It's just not going to happen.
It seems too obvious, though. I mean, I like Tampa, too. I'm probably going to take them, but it just seems too easy.
So, you know what I was thinking about we should do? We should all take a lock of the week, a 3-team parlay, and a 3-team teaser every week. Every week.
Well, I like that.
Also, I was thinking
where we go.
Just one team. In addition to that, one team is called a paycheck game, where you're betting your whole paycheck on this game.
Now, this is my paycheck game. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to go any further. Patriots. Paycheck game, Patriots. Coming off a loss against horrendous Detroit. And let me tell you something. Belichick's going to destroy this guy. He's going to destroy his life. He's going to make him not want to go home to his children. That game is going to be annihilation.
Is there a way we could find out?
And it's on at 8 o'clock. It's the 8 o'clock game.
Yeah, but I remember Mangini beating Belichick.
He wasn't playing with the Lions, first of all.
No, but he's playing with the Jets.
Well, was that 2011 game that I was referring to earlier in the playoffs?
I think it was. Or was that Rex Ryan's first year?
I'm not sure, but the Jets were like plus 475 in that. I cleaned up on that game. Last time I cleaned up on the Jets ever.
And then we all took the ride to Indianapolis to check out the Colts game.
How'd that work out?
The Colts won. Peyton Manning, baby.
First half, Jets had it good, though. First half, Jets were good.
I fell asleep at halftime.
It was good. The Jets had the lead. They tried a real trick play at the end they didn't get, and then it fell apart.
I was so drunk, I didn't even remember seeing the second half of that game. I was so fucking wasted. Man, that was disgraceful.
You guys want to do picks right now? Your paycheck picks, or no?
Yeah. Give me the Chargers.
What you got, Dougal?
I'm taking the Chargers. Give me the 7. You know, I mean,
paycheck pick with the 7 is the Chargers.
I think they'll keep it close. I mean, I like the Rams and everything. They're cool. I think they'll get to the playoffs and they're going to be a Super Bowl contender. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, I like the way the Chargers are playing right now. I like their defense. They have a lot of weapons on offense. The Rams do have a good defensive line. We understand that, but the Chargers can get the ball out of Phillip Rivers' hands quickly if they need to. He doesn't have to drop back for 5 seconds. Give me the Chargers plus 7. Give me the Chargers plus 7.
I'm going addition by subtraction. Cleveland Browns this Thursday against the Jets. Jets playing 3 games in 11 days. That game.
Okay. I mean, the Browns. It's just,
Billy has the Browns in the paycheck game. Dougal has the Chargers. I got the Patriots in the paycheck game.
So you're taking Josh Gordon in his new home.
I'm taking Josh Gordon. Listen, I don't want to put too much pressure on him being like, oh, this is the same Randy Moss situation, because I think he's mentally fucking retarded beyond Randy Moss.
Whoa. Can you make that alert? Can you make that alert sound again, Dougal? Yeah. You just put Josh Gordon and Randy Moss in the same sentence. Josh Gordon might be a talented football player.
Hold on.
He might be a talented football player.
Hold on.
Mind.
Here's what you did right there. Here's what you did. I'll tell you what you did. You waited this entire podcast for somebody to bring up Randy Moss and Josh Gordon. You didn't listen to what I said first of all.
How dare you?
What I said was, hold on. What I'm saying is,
that big head with no brains in it.
Hold on. The mental instability of the two is comparable.
You must be outside your mind.
Randy Moss is a gentleman. Randy Moss is a gentleman.
Yeah, at the time he was a fucking maniac, whatever he was doing.
Rand University. Did you watch that? Rand University?
I did. The poor guy, he did like solitary confinement for like
He did nothing wrong. Yeah, he did nothing wrong.
He like smoked weed. They put him in like solitary confinement for like 2 months.
Yeah, he did nothing wrong. He tried to make it out the hood.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when I watched that, I was like, yo, somebody's got to pay for this. Like, this isn't right. What happened to this guy?
He was moving a football up his ass and he was playing catch in the yard. So he was still staying in shape, you know what I'm saying? He was still staying, football shape. So when he got out, when he got signed.
So that guy, that guy, Randy Moss, because of that, he ended up going to Marshall instead of going like a fucking premier school.
Miami.
And he single-handedly got Chad Pennington an NFL career.
Yes, he did.
That guy couldn't throw a football for a lick.
Bro, that guy throws a long pass at 30. He throws a bomb, 30 yards. It's like, whoa! He threw that ball 30 yards. You see that? That was a fucking bomb.
So when you got Randy Moss on the other end of that, it really doesn't matter.
100%, bro. Randy Moss, that guy Pennington owes Randy Moss, no question. Listen, Pennington was a good short passes, absolutely, but he does. 1,000% he owes him. I'm going to change topics here real quick. I'm going to go over to the wild card picture here.
Right, let's do our 3-team parlay real quick while we're on our picks. My 3-team parlay, I'm ready to go. Give me the Chargers, give me Baltimore, and give me the Giants. That's going to be my 3-teamer.
The Giants?
Yeah, I'm going Oppo on that. Houston looks too obvious. Way too obvious. The Giants look like absolute shit right now.
You know, I wasn't prepared for this, but, I'll give you mine. I'm going to say the Colts, Patriots, and I'm going to go with the Rams.
All right.
You need the Saints, the Packers, and the Chiefs.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
And you know what? I'm really going to juice it all up. Give me all those money lines.
In addition,
I'm pretty sure those are all underdogs.
Right. So you want the money lines?
Packers are favorite. The other two are underdogs.
So you want money line in all three of those? Lines. Wait, you want money line in all three of those separately as individual bets?
Yeah.
Or you want to do that as your parlay? Okay.
As my parlay.
3 money line parlays. Okay. I mean 3 bets, all
money line.
3-team parlay money line with all the dogs.
2 dogs and a faith.
Okay, gotcha.
Packers are favored.
Right, on the road, yeah.
Dave, what do you got?
I said mine. I said
Dave, you like
the Rams. It was just so shitty, I didn't hear it.
So Dave, you said you like the Rams. I like the Chargers. Let's do a side bet. Let's do a side bet here. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Let's do a side bet here. Give me the Chargers plus 7. $20.
Is that the line right now? Is that the line right now?
Yes. It's been on the line all week.
I'm trusting you on that. Let's do it. $20?
Yeah. I'm
in. Good.
By the way, Dave.
Listen, we don't bet money here. We don't bet money. You know what we bet? You know what we bet? No.
What?
By the way, Dave, you have the Cash App, right?
Department.
Hold on, this is important. You have the
Cash App. Download it. Cash App. It's in the Google Store.
You have it now.
It's on Apple.
I have it
now. It's in the Play Store.
All right.
Just so anybody listening knows, if you have the podcast on Apple, your iPhone, you can listen to Sevscast, baby. Search Sevscast, SEVZCAST. We come right up all our podcasts. Go on.
Brought to you by Cash App.
Brought to you by Cash App. And Nike.
Ever since Colin Kaepernick did those commercials, I was just buying so much Nike. I bought a new credit card. And
you got a credit card just to get Nike.
Just for that, yeah, definitely.
What are you 100%. Buying, the visors?
Everything. The shirts,
buying the Nike visor to play golf with?
Shirts, shorts, socks, everything.
I feel like you need a visor to play golf, right?
Yeah.
How about tennis? You need a visor as well, right?
Unless you're bald, because if you get a visor and you're bald, your head's gonna get fucked up.
No good. What did Agassi wear? He was bald, right?
He wore
a bandana. Let me tell you something about Andre Agassi.
I think Sampras wore the bandana.
Hold on. Andre Agassi. I'm going to take you back to like 1996, 97, maybe even earlier. When was Agassi's like reign? Around that era, right?
Right around
there, right? Yeah.
I think he was getting old at that point, but yeah.
Then before that, we might have been in 4th grade because Michael was older, my brother Michael. So let me tell you, we used to always go to the U.S. Open. My mother would take us. We'd always go. We'd always watch. It was like a thing we did. And one day we're there, and Andre Agassi lost. And again, I kind of understand being a competitor and being upset, especially losing a U.S. Open. He comes out. My brother Michael goes up to him and asks him for an autograph. He hits the paper away from my brother. He goes, "Get away from me, kid!" and walks to his fucking car. This guy.
You know what was not? Well, you know what was not going on in 1991?
What?
In tennis, they were not testing for steroids. These guys are hitting the ball 190 miles an hour. They were not testing for steroids. This guy had a roid rage.
My mother was like ready to fight him, but she was like terrified at the same point that he was going to fight her. Like it was a dead serious thing. We were in, it had maybe even 92, because that was probably when we were in 2nd grade. He was probably in 5th grade. You smack an autograph thing away from a 5th grader? Bro,
you remember when Pepsi made the Big Slam with Shaq?
Big Slam. Shaq, baby.
And they had the clear Pepsi?
Promotions. He did the Big Slam, and who remembers TNS? Taco Neck Syndrome, bro. Shaq used to have the taco neck syndrome to the left.
When you eat a taco, do you tilt your neck or do you tilt the taco?
Nowadays, I don't really. I do soft tacos, so I don't really have that problem.
So SAWFT, huh?
Soft.
Listen, if you're going to eat a taco, the only taco to eat is the nacho cheese hard taco from Taco Bell.
Oh, now you
that is
Taco
a quality product
now,
right there.
Which is actually has been in talks with. I wasn't going to say this, but I have been in preliminary talks with Taco Bell as a sponsor. So, very
shout out to Taco
talks.
Bell. Taco Bell. Shout out to Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.